Distinguished guests, by the virtue of the power vested in me, I hereby constitute this congregation of the University of the Free State for the awarding and conferral of qualifications in the Faculty of Law. I therefore award and confer qualifications to and on all the candidates that are presented by the Dean of the Faculty of Law present in this congregation. In addition, I hereby award and confer qualification to and on those that are in the program but that could not be here in person today. You may be seated.
Distinguished guests, parents, loved ones, sponsors of our graduates, and our beautifully dressed graduates today. It gives me the greatest of pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to our 2025 prestigious Faculty of Law Graduation Ceremony. Good morning and welcome. I am Tameshni Dean, Professor Tameshni Dean, the Vice Dean of Research, Postgraduate Studies and Internationalization in this prestigious faculty. I'm also honored to be rendering the role of Program Director for this morning's ceremony. One of my first tasks as Program Director is to request and introduce with the greatest of pleasure Professor Vasu Reddy, the Acting Vice Chancellor and Principal, to deliver the official welcome address. Professor Reddy.
Thank you, Program Director. Distinguished guests, graduates, parents, Sanbonani, Dumelang, Molweni, good morning and goeiemorgen. Welcome to this graduation ceremony of the University of the Free State. During this week and the past week, almost 8,000 students will graduate in 19 separate graduation ceremonies on our Kwakwa campus and Bloemfontein campus, each significant in its own right. This morning's ceremony is our 14th. Today, the Faculty of Law will be graduating 813 students, including the conferral of 2 doctoral degrees. I think that deserves a round of applause. Beyond traditional legal roles, law graduates contribute to vital perspectives on ethics, justice, and governance, helping to shape more equitable and sustainable workplace practices and environments across the globe. Of course, few occasions hold as much significance as your graduation, both for you and for those who have supported you along the way. Many of you have had to overcome numerous challenges during your journey to get where you are today. But perhaps more importantly, I think many of you are probably the first in your families to reach this significant milestone. And I think that deserves a round of applause too. All of you have earned this moment. Not only does it represent a culmination of years of dedicated study, but also the beginning of your journey as guardians of justice, fairness, and equity in our societies. You have had also, graduates, the honor of studying at a remarkable institution that celebrates 121 years this year, an institution with a proud history of excellence and impact. Today, you graduates transition from being UFS students to UFS alumni. We invite you to stay connected to your alma mater by playing an active role in our vibrant alumni community. Although the mission of the University of the Free State has always been to equip you with the knowledge and skills needed to make a difference in your field of study, it is equally important for us to equip you with the values that will enable you to make a real difference in the community. With the trust that you've had, and we trust also, that you have had an outstanding university experience leading you to personal growth, including intellectual growth, and that our institution, the University of Free State's values of excellence, innovation, and impact, accountability, care, social justice, and sustainability will continue to guide you and shape you on your way. So as you step into the big wide world beyond the University of the Free State, remember always that education is a powerful tool. We urge you to use it to create positive change, to question the status quo when called for, and to pursue your passions with determination. Of course, the future is always uncertain, but be assured that it is always filled with great possibilities and prospects for your unique talents and contributions. As you embark on your next adventure, carry with you the lessons you have learned and the courage to forge your own path. Courage reminds us also the wonderful words of our former president, Nelson Mandela, when he said, "Courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave do not feel afraid, but they are rather people who conquer it." So celebrate your success, cherish your memories, and embrace the wonderful opportunities that lie ahead. The world is your oyster, and the world is yours to explore. Congratulations, Kovsky graduates. We, as a university, are extremely proud of you. Enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you, Prof. Reddy, for that inspiring words of welcome. You always manage to uplift. I hope our graduates are taking a note. Colleagues, guests, special guests, distinguished guests, and graduates, before we embark on celebrating your years of hard work, let's listen to some house rules to ensure that the ceremony goes smoothly and that we are all enjoy a memorable morning. The university, as you will see, makes use of official photographers who are present in the hall today. For those of us who are arriving after the pre-ceremony announcements, you are kindly requested to refer to the graduation event program. Students and guests, today is indeed a day of celebration, and we don't want to dampen the mood. However, each and every one of us here today came to not only see, but to hear the names of our graduates. So in this regard, we kindly ask that hearing the full names of each of our students being announced is important to us. So you are asked to limit your cheers and loud exclamations. Yes, you can ululate, but just keep it short, making it short enough so that everyone can hear the name of the next graduate. It's just a simple courtesy. Thank you. We also strive to conduct the graduation ceremonies in a dignified manner, and we ask that you refrain from leaving the hall before the end of the proceedings to avoid disturbing the ceremony. Colleagues and guests, you are also requested to please keep your cell phones on silent for the duration of the ceremony. Now that we've got that out of the way, I am now this morning very honored to welcome our university community on stage and in our midst. And these special guests are as follows: the Acting Chancellor, Professor C. Klopper, Acting Vice Chancellor and Principal, you've already heard him give the welcome, is Professor Vasu Reddy. Our honorary doctorate and guest speaker today is Professor Toyin Falola. Welcome. You've already met me. I am Tameshni Dean, the Program Director. Deputy Vice Chancellor, the Acting Deputy Vice Chancellor of Academic, Professor Loisa Jita. Colleagues, if you can just raise your hands, I think our colleagues will actually like to see who we are. The Executive Director of Students Affairs, Mr. Temba Schlasso. The Acting Chief Operations Officer, Ms. Susan van Jaarsveld. Representative of the Dean of Economics and Management Sciences, Professor Brownhilda Nene. Representative of the Dean of Education, Dr. Sapati Baloyi Motibeli. Representative of the Dean of Health Sciences, Professor Yaku Yober. Representative of the Dean of the Humanities, Professor Stephanie Kaywood. Our Dean in the Faculty of Law, Professor Serge Kamcha. The representative of the Dean of Natural and Agricultural Sciences, Professor Dr. Paul Grobler. The ISRC President, Homotso Sekonyane. Welcome, colleagues. You are indeed very, very welcome. I am now pleased to introduce the musical item for today. The musical item, colleagues, is bound to energize and jubilate. You are welcome to sing and dance and move along to the music to create an energy and a spirit of celebration today. The University of the Free State, I'm going to introduce the musical item, colleagues. The University of the Free State boasts 3 campus choirs, that of the Kwakwa campus, the South Campus, and the Bloemfontein campus. Our music item this morning will be performed by the Bloemfontein Campus Choir under the direction of Mr. Werner Stander. The choir will perform Michael Barrett and Mbuso Ndlovu's famous Baya Sibiza, followed by the Tsonga song Tswile Yini and the late Johannes Kerkorrel's Halala Africa. Let's welcome them on stage, colleagues and guests.
Na babantu besibiza, na babantu besibiza, 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 hosani nilalela makofi.
Besibiza,
Didn't we promise jubilation and energy? Thank you to our artists, distinguished guests and colleagues. Let's show once again our appreciation to this vibrant and energetic artist. Thank you very much. In that spirit, it now gives me great honor to introduce our honorary doctorate recipient. I had the pleasure of listening to Professor Falola last night. Not only did he entertain, but he informed in a manner that is hopefully going to inspire each and every one of you. I would like to just quickly tell you why we actually confer, or the rationale for conferring an honorary doctorate on a recipient. The university confers honorary qualifications, and it is to serve to serve and reflect the commitment of the institution to both the academic excellence and human projects. These qualifications are bestowed on an individual with an outstanding academic track record who enjoys international recognition, or to an individual not necessarily an academic whose accomplishments in the fields of science, art, economics, media, culture, leadership, or education have made a difference in the world. And this embodies Professor Falola to the core, and whose influence and work may have been of benefit to the development of South Africa and the world. I am pleased to request the Dean of our Faculty of Law, Professor Serge Kamka, to introduce and present the recipient of an honorary qualification. Professor Kamka.
Acting Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to confer the degree LLD honoris causa on the candidate that I present to you. Professor Toyin Falola holds the Jacob and Frances Sanga Mosike Chair in the Humanities at the University of Texas at Austin. A distinguished scholar, he has served as president of the African Studies Association and as the Kluge Chair of the Countries and Culture of the South at the Library of Congress. Recognized for his extensive contribution, he has received numerous Lifetime Achievement Awards, 26 honorary doctorates, and prestigious teaching accolades. His influence extends globally with books, conferences, and awards dedicated to his work. Honored as a member of the Order of the Niger by the Nigerian government, Falola has published over 200 books and edited multiple journal and book series. A leading force in global knowledge production, his impact spans diverse disciplines and continents, cementing his legacy as a preeminent scholar and a thought leader. The university is proud to recognize the achievement of Professor Toyin Falola with this well-deserved honorary doctorate in the Faculty of Law.
I hereby confer the degree LLD honoris causa on Professor Dr. Toyin Falola.
Thank you so much, Dean Khamkha. I also want to take this opportunity to thank thank and congratulate Professor Falola on this achievement, and this well-deserved achievement. For those of us who did not hear, this is the Prof's 26th honorary doctorate. He's received an honorary doctorate from almost every continent in the world. So we are very honored that he has accepted us to be part of his prestigious alumni. Thank you very much, Professor Falola. I hope that you are as excited for your 26th honorary doctorate as you were for your first honorary doctorate. But I think you should be more, because now you are part of the University of the Free State and the Faculty of Law. Thank you. We appreciate it. I now have, yes, please, let's clap. Thank you. I now have the honor of calling on our honorary doctorate to deliver his acceptance remarks. Professor Falola.
Thank you very much. I'm very grateful for their musical performance. Please, can we thank them one more time? My fellow students, we have to compete for jobs. So we are going to be applying for the same jobs now, because you have a degree in law and I also have a degree in law. Thank you very much. The Vice Chancellor and the management, distinguished faculty members, esteemed guests, my fellow students of these great universities, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor for me to accept this honorary doctorate. And let me start with some of the new ideas that is propelling this great university. I've spoken to many of my colleagues and students, staff, and I'm happy that the university has developed a consensus around the philosophy of transformation, of Ubuntu, and inclusiveness within this great country and beyond. I want to identify with the mission of this university is transformational culture around the idea of promoting diversity, inclusivity. And I noticed yesterday the achievements of a new generation of women and many others. The loud and clear message that I saw yesterday and that I'm looking at today is that the university is rejecting all forms of discrimination based on race, on gender, ethnicity, belief, or disability, and that you are speaking for all of us as you promote ideas of balance and inclusivity. This is a university that the world will identify with. That in this space, you are reconstituting knowledge to free our minds, care for students, and the university genuinely care for students. Decolonize the curriculum and enrich regulations and laws. I've listened to ideas from diverse sources from this citadel of learning, and these ideas have been done with friendship and affection. And today's recipients, all of you that I'm looking at, you've enjoyed a remarkable intellectual space, and you have benefited from critical engagements. My wish is that you will carry these multiple perspectives to the places where you are going to work. Please understand me when I say that this honor is more than just a number. It's a belief, the conviction that this university is at the forefront of rewriting and repositioning our continent. This celebration is a moment of collective recognition, a great moment for you, my fellow students and scholars who have labored tirelessly to change our story. And I urge you to fight for justice, to reshape the intellectual landscape of this continent. This university has a rich history and has witnessed several struggles for self-determination, advocacies, and struggles against discrimination. And the post-apartheid experience of the nation is being reshaped. And I want to congratulate the university for appointing the first female vice-chancellor. Please, let us also appreciate what they have done. I'm glad to understand that the university has become part of the struggle for the unification of our continent and to fight against all forms of discrimination. For me, when anyone hears a name, University of the Free State, it should immediately evoke the image of an institution that serves as the beacon of knowledge and the driving force of revitalization. My fellow students, we must understand the battles around, the challenges you face, and I must confess that many institutions have avoided discussions that you are doing here. I congratulate the university for its efforts at transformation. I'm happy that the central idea that the university is trying to convey is a new one that affirms inclusivity, that affirms transformation, that affirms the development of you and I, and it honors our collective past. Education is a tool for development. Our learning institutions must not only train minds to find jobs, they must also train minds to discover and create solutions. My fellow students, you do not have the luxury of indifference. We rely on you for change. And as I receive this honor today, I do so with a very deep sense of gratitude for the impactful work that all my colleagues are doing. And to this great university, Madam Vice Chancellor, may you continue to be a lighthouse in the storm, a beacon of hope in moments of despondency, a place where the truth is pursued relentlessly, wisdom is cultivated in perpetuity, and the light of knowledge will never dim. We are going to preserve, you and I, our commitments to inclusivity, social justice, and diversity. And all my fellow students, let us pursue together in the tradition that is being created at this very moment. Thank you very much for this honor. Thank you.
Distinguished guests and graduates, I know from, my apologies, Madam Chair. Okay. I was so eager to say this that I forgot what's happening on the peripheral vision. Professor Falola only understands how much you enjoyed his remarks or his speech when he hears how you clap. So please can we thank Prof for the loudest time to show your appreciation for his remarks. Are you satisfied, Prof. Falola? Thank you. Thank you very much for those inspiring remarks and for those words. We really, really appreciate it, and we are honored that you've accepted this honorary doctorate from the institution. Distinguished guests, colleagues, and our graduates, it now gives me great pleasure to introduce the Dean of our faculty and your faculty, Professor Serge Hamka, who will present his candidates. Thank you.
Acting Chancellor, I have the privilege of requesting you to award the following qualifications to the candidates that I introduced to you at the Faculty of Law. Diploma, Advanced Diploma in Estate and Trust Administration. Bongani G. Cloette M.T. Coutier D.J.J. Dunn S.L. Golshak D.M.J. Jordan S.A. Coutier E. Lefifi T.S. Myla S.S. Makondo A. Mankwaya M. A. Merit B.J. Mohale M.P. Morebori B. Mpoko M.M. Ngobeni A.D. Ngobeni J. Nungu S. Raga N obtained diploma with distinction. Shane K.N. Shazi Z.E. Sizani D.A. Stan S.J.L. obtained diploma with distinction. Tapela M.D. Tenji M. Victor R. Postgraduate diploma in estate planning. Braf N.Z. Molwantwa K.E. Clark G.B. Yuda A. Postgraduate diploma in financial planning. Adams C. Ambrose M.L. Arjunan M. Bernard H.J. Bopape O. Brettenhand S.J.A.F. Bruns T. Obtained diploma with distinction. Butelezi M.N. Ferreira E. Hopol L. Ariraman Hay. Hughes A. P. Jafta L. J. Jakuja L. L. James G. T. Jivuo M.P. Joseph J. Camille M. Homo T. Chaba S. Hamlana A. Khumalo S.M. Okay. Clearnas L. Kotse D.J. Labans A.C.L. Laverlos L.M. Lechele P. Lekotoko G.T. Lant L. Marsdub D.N. Mahazi M. Maheze T.T.A. Maladisa S.T. Malhangu N.E. Mahungela N.L. Makalela C. Mahotlo N.J. Makwa N.K. Makokwe B.J. Malimane R. Mamabolo M. Mampane TH. Mampi PAP. Mangal L. Mapiloko SF. Mare MT. Maretela PK. Maselwane KK. Masibigiri VM. Masilo PLL. Masilo TJ. Maswangani T. Matoma T. Mawasha TG. Kunu NP. Me R. My X. Mirza S. Mkize BS. Mohola AK. Moilwa TF. Moima NP. Mojela MY. Mokonyama TE. Molatwa TD. Molehe Molokela L. Monet RH. Moro Twahai K. Motamaha PD. Motlatlatna MG. Motamai TD. Beko A. Mtali T. Mukadira EIR. Naidu V. Nduli L. Ngubeni NZ. Zlapo W. Tunja A. Pereira B. P. D. F. Peterson Y. J. Paul K. Rakometi M.D. Ravuyanzo M.L. Russell J.S. Shabane N.B. Shakwane N.B.S. Sibayoni P.S. Sikosana S.S. Sing D. Sing R. Sitole P.T. Skosana L.V. Stredam K. Subramani A. Tao M.R. Tweedy D.M. Van As C.M. Van Vek A. Festa I. Vigne A. J. Okay. Sorry. Wood S. Yebois N.K. Postgraduate diploma in investment planning. Bengu N. Bongo A. Chabeli K.G. Diba S. Dinake D.K. Longwane P. Homo D.M. Khali M.P. Likhokho L.G. Luvengo D.P. obtained diploma with distinction. Make L. Malota T. obtained diploma with distinction. Manzini S.E. Mohale R. Molham Moniane N. Pana P.M. Mrali Y. Mulungwa C. obtained diploma with distinction. Mzondo Z. Ntsipa T.A. Ndaba Z.L. obtained diploma with distinction. Ndu M.C. Nemandava K. obtained diploma with distinction. Nganga S. Rithana S. obtained diploma with distinction. Selo W.T. Swanamati M.A. Vopula X. Postgraduate diploma in labor law. Baki P. Banteke M.V. Boykanoi B. Busakwe S.L.Q. obtained diploma with distinction. Troane K.N. Cloet Nicholas P. obtained diploma with distinction. Dakile ZC obtained diploma with distinction. Finger TL. Jojo S. Khaba MT. Hobby AP. Khumalo MN. Lefa MD. Links GF. Lombard CE obtained diploma with distinction. Malo O. Mabuza S obtained diploma with distinction. Maketa M.A. Malebo O. Malepe J.M. Mangani I. Maniobe T. Menzini SN. Mapane KMG. Maseko TV. Masekwa E. Matebe NG. Bengashe AN. Kunu D. Meeting MS. Musi MB. Moloholo MJ. Mokwena RP. Mokunyane MC. Molalwe MW. Molepo KG. Motibakomo K. Mochabi KD. Gankiso K. Teki MS obtained diploma with distinction. Os BG. Pape BM. Kwa GM. Sialome LP obtained diploma with distinction. Selepe NA. Scout ZS. Sokela SP. Solani ZL. Stincam RC. Tejani TP. Tekiso NB. Tiane KP. Van der Ross RV.
Keep it going, keep it going. And that's how proud we are of our graduates today, and we thank each and every one of you for choosing the University of the Free State. Thank you, parents. Thank you, distinguished guests. It now gives me great honor to welcome to the podium Professor Toyin Falola, who will deliver the keynote and congratulatory message. Prof, thanks.
I'm going to visit all of you. In your house, I'm going to drink your beer. I'm having your goat meat there, your jollof rice there. Place is a moment of joy, and I want to clap for you again for your success. One of you will be the featured dean of the law school. It shall be so. Say so. Say it shall be so. It will be so. She's going to retire as vice chancellor in the future, and one of you will become the vice chancellor. It will be so. One of you will become the president of this country. You work for international organizations, and I can see some millionaires here. We are going to name a building after many of you on this campus. Thank you. For those of you who are looking for attorneys and lawyers, we have people who are practicing here, but don't do it for them for free. It's a pleasure for me to be here, and I will teach you a new word today, and I will get there soon. It's a 3-letter word. I will teach you how to pronounce it, and you will never, never forget it. And I stand before you very humble, and as a professor, I understand the work you've all done to earn this degree. And our parents, thank you very much. You've sacrificed a lot, and today you can see the product of your sacrifice. Please let us congratulate our parents and our friends. And 3 of you who have passed in front of us, I think you're going to collect double degrees. I've seen 3 pregnant women. I don't know whether you've noticed them. They are receiving a degree, and the babies are also receiving a degree at the same time. For those of you who have not been pregnant before, it's very difficult. Very, very difficult. And for those of you who don't appreciate women labor, for all the women who are here, whether they're single or married, it's a lot of work. And we have to also congratulate them very specially. Men can't get pregnant unless you drink a lot of beer. And I know some of my friends belong to the Association of African Pregnant Men. But they are not carrying babies, they're just carrying food. But I congratulate you too, all the men. And I also congratulate a gentleman who had an injury and who had to struggle to walk. Thank you. You've reaped the rewards of your efforts, and you deserve this accolade. And you also deserve the well wishes. And as you sit on your seat and robe in your gown of glory and victory, let me remind you, you are not just graduates. You are flames of hope for your families. You are flames of hope for South Africa, and you are flames of hope for Africa. This hope will never diminish. Say amen. You will never disappoint your families. You will never disappoint these universities. And please, always come back. And for those of you who are going to be very rich, after you've given something to your families, please, this university is next. You promise? You promise? There can be no great universities without endowments. Great universities are products of former students. And as you prepare to leave this place, to embark on a new journey and a new road to take, I want to talk about issues around values. And I want you to consider values as very important. There are many lawyers' jokes. You know many of these jokes than me. But I will tell you one, just one, to anchor my story on values. This joke you already know. And if you don't know, when I step outside, you have to come and thank me and say, hey, you've told me a new joke today. And then I will tell you another one. And I can tell you another one. It was a major accident, a car crash, so serious. And when the police came, one of the victims was a lawyer. He regained consciousness and he said, "Where's my Rolex?" And the police said, "But your 2 arms are already cut off in the accident. You don't have any arms." Because the accident had cut off the 2 arms, but he was looking for his wristwatch. And the moral of the story is, why will it be your Rolex watch that will be your major concern after an accident? But what that story is telling us is that as you receive your education and as you step into the world, they are most likely to judge you around your values. Let me repeat that. Many of the things they are going to talk about you are going to be around values. You may be a brilliant lawyer. Just you can be a brilliant professor, but your assessment by others are not going to be around that brilliance, but around values. And I'm 73 years old, and I've realized that when the value of a thing is lost, like the value of your degree, it becomes vulnerable to abuse and challenges of great magnitudes. Please do not lose the values you have cultivated. You promise? Promise. One profound mistake we make is that we have quickly dispelled our core principles that have been the foundation of social coherence and the jurisprudence of our laws. We have decided to be copycats of cultures and values that were not built from our history and from our trauma. These have been the core of our problems as a continent and a subtle rekindle of those we think we have controlled. And what is the truth? No one will remedy our situations but us, you and I, especially those we are producing today. And if you read history very carefully, it has taught us that leadership is the centerpiece of any development worldwide. This leadership is not just about becoming the president of the country. It even manifests in the organization of this convocation lecture, in which without the experience and without leadership, it will not have worked well. Well, what leadership do we crave for? What are we looking for? What kind of leadership is appropriate for South Africa and for Africa to put us on the path of our aspirations and the actualization of the visions of our heroes? We have been disappointed by issues around leadership, so much disappointment, that we have produced people who are not worthy to lead us as a country. And we have also produced leaders who are not worthy to represent us as a continent. We must be bothered by this, and I must plead that in future, in any role you find yourself, you must pay attention to issues around leadership, so that we don't lose our identity, we do not lose our conviction for self-determination, and we do not betray our people. For us to develop, for South Africa to move forward, we have to look upon people like you that will develop leadership with the tenets of values. But there are various value systems to choose from. You can choose from values of the past, as we have chosen two great songs from the past to be part of this celebration today. And you can choose from values from other lands that have worked. But in choosing, you have to choose right and respect the principles with sincerity. Our progress will be possible by the choices you have made, that you are going to make. And that success will depend on the values you have chosen. Coming to this hall, to my left as I walk in, I saw a group with a tent advertising themselves in terms of a new leadership for Africa. I've forgotten the name, but I'm sure you will have noticed them on this campus this morning. And what I want to choose for you to remember is taken from the Yoruba people of West Africa. It's called Iwa, I-W-A, and I will say you should join me in pronouncing it, Iwa. Iwa. Those 3 women who are pregnant, when you have your baby, have a name for that baby. Just call the baby Iwa. It simply means good character. And in some sense, it shares some of the ideas that you express in Ubuntu. And for those of you who have never left South Africa, Ubuntu is the most commonly used word in the entire continent. High school students in Ghana, in Sierra Leone, and everywhere, they know what Ubuntu is. Iwa is very similar. And what it says is that we should not limit our judgment of you by the clothes you wear, by your powder, by your good look, but your inner self of character. And that your beauty does not reside in the clothes you wear and the shoes you wear, but in the values you develop. So they say your beauty, your most important aspect is your inner beauty. You can do all your cosmetics. We love that as well. But the one we love the most is your inner beauty. And it has been translated into projects of Iwalewa, that what you should look for in any human being is that attribute. And they see it as the very essence of a person. The personhood is tied to your character, and that is the foundation of everything else. That is your most precious possession. The value is your most precious possession, and that you must never lose it. And they say that in your interaction with everyone else, that what you have to display all the time is that character that you are, and you must never lose it. When you study societies as lawyers, I've had the opportunity to address members of this campus around issues of customary law, and have the opportunities to develop essays on customary law. That if you look at how African societies had governed themselves historically, they focus on 2 fundamentals. Bear in mind that we are not working with a large number of policemen and women, that we did not set up armies and military states, but that what we set up are issues around values. Whether it's a Zulu, Khoisan, Yoruba, Akan, we focus on 2 fundamental elements which they don't teach in law school. We focus on guilt and we focus on shame. Guilt means that you did something that the community, the household, did not approve of. And they figure out how to correct you. But shame is far more complicated. You are caught in it. You're caught. And if you look at how societies were organized, sometimes they will banish you. Sometimes they will not allow other members to marry into your families. Sometimes they will deny you the legitimacy of mobility. And if you've read great African works, Things Fall Apart, books by Ngugi, they were not focusing on laws that you study in the classroom. They are focusing on issues of values. Why did Okonkwo commit suicide in Things Fall Apart? It's not about what you teach you in the law school, but the fundamentals of values. The fact that you did something bad, you get into shame, becomes humiliating. And you did something bad and we don't know, and you become guilty, and that guilt will create problems. So character is like the roots of a tree from which everything we do will stem from. A tree with deep and strong roots will weather the storms and be firm through the most challenging times. And that is what character will do. The fact that you are broke does not mean you should be a thief. You can weather the storm of poverty, but not accept the shortcut of corruption. A person with strong-rooted behavior will survive any imminent storm without many casualties. There will be difficult moments. Yes, that's part of life. But that does not mean you will compromise and sabotage your values. So character is not simply about doing the right thing when others are watching you, but it's also about maintaining your values when no one is looking at you, when no one is watching you. In a world that many people have come to believe that shortcuts to success are glorified, where we celebrate instant gratification, I want to appeal to you that focus on your long-term fulfillment in spite of the difficulties that will come with it. It reminds us that true greatness must be achieved with integrity. You know, I've met many wealthy people, including those who stole the money to become wealthy. Some have confessed to me, and I've also met many wealthy people who do not want their children to be like them. And I asked them, you're wealthy, why don't you want your children to be like you? And they said, Falola, you know I stole this money. I do not want my son to be a thief. And this is a true story. A man that I knew built 21 houses. True story. No embellishment. And he died. And they called his two sons, come and inherit the 21 houses. And the sons said, Professor, can you look for a school can we donate 20 of these houses to an institution? Because our dad stole the money to build the 20 houses. And let us keep just one that he built when he was struggling. And that story is very compelling. That who are you beyond your degrees? Who are you beyond your degrees? And who am I beyond this honorary doctorate? How will you and I uphold our character in the face of temptation? We will always be tempted. If you are a Christian, you read the Lord's Prayer once a week with the affirmation that we are not beyond temptation, but that we should struggle to avoid it. And how are you going to lead, my fellow students, with humility and honor even where the world does not demand it. While Iwa speaks to you, Ubuntu, that you're familiar with, resonates with our interconnectedness. Iwa is interpersonal. All the elements of Iwa are about a person's treatment of and care of other people and the responsibilities that affect people. I know professors on this campus who have done work on people with disability. And I can tell you, on one occasion, when the dean of the law school had to deal with persons with disability, in which, because of the way they were treated, he temporarily withdrew from the program. You may not remember the story, but I remember it. And I salute you for doing that. Character is a bag, the handbag you are going to carry with you as a sack at all times. And you'll be known for it, you will be defined by it, and you have to do it right consistently. It's a universal truth that our collective humanity is not defined by what we do alone, but by how we contribute to the lives of other people. It's a philosophy that you cannot live in isolation. Your initial salary can be small, but it does not mean you cannot share it. And our success must be linked to the success of others. And there is no success without successors. The Ubuntu philosophies are well entrenched. Small communities are usually built on cooperation and mutual support, and it's not uncommon to have families to come together, pooling their resources to ensure the success of one another. As we pray for your success, we also have to pray that your success will empower other people, that your greatness will not just be for you, and that your certificates, your diplomas with distinction will also bring distinction to your communities, to your neighborhood. And that as we grapple with the challenges of development, you'll be part of it. That one befitting example of this philosophy is the work of the late Wangari Maathai, the Kenyan environmentalist and political activist. If she were here today, she'd be very happy with your campus. I've been calling this campus a green campus, and we cannot but thank the leadership of this institution for the brilliant landscape. Maathai promoted environmental sustainability through her Green Belt movement, and she empowered local communities. Our attitude to advocacy informs the world that progress is never only about personal recognition. You have to build something that will benefit everyone in your neighborhood, in your community, in your household. And we have to put into use not just the education you have collected, but the principles that I'm talking about today, the principles of Iwa, the principle of Ubuntu. You have graduated from this esteemed institution, and you have been given the tools to succeed. The years you have spent here have given you the tools, the knowledge, the expertise, the skills. But you are going to work out today, move into your workplaces, and you have to redefine success. And in redefining success, please, it is not just about a personal achievement, but the positive impact you are going to make on other people. Collaborate, be interested in communities, have networks, and bring back home and pose the question, how best can you lead if not through the sanctity of laws, respect for other people? Society cannot attain its developmental aspirations without legal institutions, and as ministers in the temple of justice and priests of the rule of law that we are all going to become, the mandate that has fallen on you must be anchored on values. And you must remember the concept of Iwa, even when you are dealing with law. Law makes society, and upright lawyers who have inherited inclusivity values of this university, founded adequately on Iwa, will bring sanctity to law. We need you, lawyers with character, ethical lawyers, lawyers who practice Iwa and Ubuntu, giving back to their communities, empowering people with low incomes, becoming role models to younger people. My fellow students and law teachers, please accept my congratulations. May your paths be guided by wisdom. Say amen, please. May you cultivate integrity for your entire life. Say amen, please. And may you be part of a collective humanity. May your resolution to be honest to the cost of leadership by respecting the rule of law through inclusiveness be sharpened and strengthened. Say amen. Congratulations. Congratulations. I think you have to try harder. They are not hearing you in Pretoria. Congratulations. Congratulations! Congratulations! Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Prof. Falola, you have a unique gift to entertain, inspire, and educate all at once. Thank you. Thank you so much once again for inspiring us, Prof. Falola. Thank you for the powerful message to our graduates here today. I'm sure they're going to keep that in their hearts and take the lessons that they've learned today with them forward in their life. We are certainly privileged to hear your message. Thanks, Prof. And now, thanks. Let's congratulate. Thank you. I now call upon the Acting Chancellor to conclude the proceedings for today. Prof. Klopper.
Distinguished guests, this concludes the proceedings of this morning's ceremony, and the university takes great pride in inviting all our graduates and their guests to exam room number 4 for some tea and coffee that will be served there. The national anthem will now be played, and I ask you after the completion of the national anthem to please remain standing while we will dissolve the congregation, and then the main and academic procession will leave the hall. You may please rise.
Oh, see.
By the virtue of the power vested in me, I hereby dissolve this congregation of the University of the Free State.